Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and welcome to a very long 5-minute portrait. And I want to tell you about this video, how it came about, what to expect from it, and why I am creating it and putting it out for free. So this is going to be a 5-minute portrait of Maria at the gym working out using the Nikon D4s. She's not working out with the Nikon D4s. I'm shooting with it, she's working out. It ended up being about a 50-minute long photo shoot where Steven filmed the entire thing, and you get to follow me as if it's a first-person shooter type video. You see what I'm shooting, you see what Steven's shooting, you see all of the images pop up on the screen, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. And at the very end, it's going to take you to, you have the ability to go to another video that's another 50 minutes to an hour long where I show you how I import the video, import the photos, rename the photos, select which images I want, and edit the keepers, which I believe there's about 71 of them that are keepers. You see the full-on edits that I do. I may not talk a lot about it, but you get to see it. So what I want to tell you is that I kept this a free video. I have the option of possibly selling something like this that's a 2-hour-long thing, but I wanted to deliver it to you free. So for that, I have different plugs throughout this video so that you guys can support the site so I can keep bringing you free videos like this, because the more people that see them, the better off it's going to be, because more people are going to learn. So before we jump into that video, if you haven't signed up for the FroKnows Photo email list, you can do so. Just click over here in this orange box, takes you over to the website, put your name, email address in it, hit send it, and I will send you a free guide to capturing motion in low light situations. So enjoy this video. I hope you learn a lot, and let's get into the studio to work out. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, here with a 5-minute portrait of Maria here at this private gym. And what we're using, because it is, well, it's really dark in here, but this is a great test for the Nikon D4s, as well as a bunch of different lenses that I have. I have the Hebrew Trinity, the 14-24, 24-70, 70-200. I even have a 200-400 that I borrowed from Borrow Lenses. That's an f4 VR that we're going to break out here while Maria's working out. So I've got the first-person shooter camera on top here with the GoPro, and Steven's going to be flying around shooting with his camera as Maria and I you're going to be a fly on the wall. We're just going to shoot, Maria's going to do her thing, and I'm going to direct away and do some shooting. So, Maria, you want to start with a warm-up?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. What I have to contest with in a place like this, one, the lighting is not very good. We have window light over here that probably looks pretty good, but as you get further away, it's not going to be great. But we also have these mirrors in the way. So I've got to figure out what I need to do to not get in every picture, and hopefully have Steven not in every picture. Well, you're Steven. Hopefully to have Steven not in every picture. But this background looks the best because it has all of this dumbbell. It has something interesting in it. So this means there's backlighting now on Maria, but I got the D4s. We're gonna play around. It's just a matter of feeling out what we need to do. So Maria, do your thing as I play around. I'm gonna start. I just feel 6400 ISO at this point. Which way are you gonna be going?
You go this way?
You can go that way.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just gonna play around here. Just hold it right there, actually. Because that is a strong, strong backlight. Yep, way too bright. So I can do multiple things. All right, let me talk to you, Steven. Is that all right? So I have this photo and it's way, way, way too bright. And the reason it's way too bright is I went to 6400 ISO, 1/25th of a second at 2.8. The meter is going to be thrown off by the background. I could switch to spot metering, which I would put right on her, which would give me a more realistic reading, but I didn't do that. So I'm just basing it off the back of the camera. That's what I do a lot of. So now that I see this image is extremely bright, I can do a couple of things. I can go from 2.8 up to, say, 3.5, which would give me more leeway with my focus. I can also bump my shutter speed from 1/25th up to, say, 400th of a second. And I can also drop my ISO to, say, 4000. But remember, when you're testing your shots out, don't change 3 things like I did. I just have a better feeling for how this stuff should go. But don't change 3 things and then take a picture and then change 3 more. Change 1 thing at a time. So let's go ahead and try this. Maria's just going to stand there, turn sideways. I'm switching back into single focus mode. Single focus. Boom. And let's see how we got now. Yep. I got it right with one fell swoop of changing it. So these settings now, even with the backlight, still work pretty well. All right. Are we ready, Maria?
Ready.
Actually, just get into a lunge and don't move too far. What a lunge, Maria. Okay, you can relax your gluteus maximuses. So I'm locking my focus here. Maria's just standing there looking. Go ahead, go again. Boom. I want to keep the rule of thirds going. All right, so we got some motion there. Let's see how focus is doing. So you got to remember, focus with backlight like this is going to be more difficult, but this should be a cool shot. I'm going to move these balls. I'm just taking a look, because I want to try to get some of this side light without me in the mirror, because I see the lights hitting her that way. It may be better for me to be here, and I got this on there. Yeah, because if I'm over here, the light's going to be much better. Just have to work around Sivan in the background. I don't know if I can. Steven, can I have you somewhere else? Yeah? Because now I have to make sure that Steven, just hold that. And, oh, took two. For anybody asking why I keep the beep on, oh, that looks spectacular, even at 4,000. Why I keep the beep on is because I need to hear that I'm in focus. I don't have tremendously good eyes, and most people know that, but I like listening for the beep. That helps me out. So I can't really shoot like this. If I shot like this, I'm in the picture. Steven's in the picture. Everybody's in the picture. It's not very good. All right, here we go, Maria. Well, you're in my shot, Steven, but you knew that already. I'll just change my angle to make it a little better. All right, take one step back, Maria, just so I can better do this. Hold it. Damn, I didn't mean to take two. Go ahead, give me a lunge. I'm actually going to turn this down so I don't snap off 11 frames in a row. Go ahead, give me a lunge, and then hold it. Boom, hold it. Do you feel the burn, Maria? All right, you can raise up again. Okay, and I'm just going to tweak my exposure as I need it from where I'm at. All right, one more. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Boom. Go ahead, back up, and then I'm going to, well, being right here would just mean that I'm in the background. That's not a good thing. All right, go ahead, do your warm-up so we can get moving. Whatever you're going to do, just do your thing, and I'm not going to direct anymore. I'm just going to shoot. Go into continuous. Going to go into the new group area AF. Yeah, this looks good. I like this feel. I like this. Bump that up. Boom. So I'm getting the reflection in the mirror. I'm getting everything. Yeah, that's nice. All right, keep going. I'm going to also probably switch to a different lens. See, there's no reason to motor drive in here. I can direct Maria more as I need it. There's just no reason that I should be shooting 8 million shots in a row, because there's just no need for it. But I love the background here. The way that the background looks has some interesting things in it with all of the workout stuff, everything. Are you tired already?
No, I did 12 on each leg.
We'll do 15 on each. All right, slow down. I'm just gonna get the 14. I love this angle. I also have to make sure that my bags aren't in the frame. That's not a good thing, but that's something you guys have to watch out for. In the background, you have to make sure you don't have distractions, especially distractions that you make yourself. You don't want to have them in the way. So we'll move that out of the way. We'll move this out of the way. Yeah, it's this. I love this type of shot. All right, go ahead, hold your lunge. The ball's rolling in my way. We'll make Maria hold her lunge even longer. All right, good. See, that's cool. It's just such a cool shot, and you don't have to smile.
I was smiling?
You were smiling. Unless you always smile, just do your thing.
I'm always happy working out.
Oh, workout's your happy place? Hold. I want to go back into single. Make these changes. Boom. Boom, all right, you can relax. Just stand right there. All right, now let's come over to this side and get you working into the mirror a little bit. This way I'll get a reflection. I need to take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That's Paul Abdul, by the way. I'll just move around. Okay, I need to hug this place more. Boom. All right, got it. Yeah, it's cool. All right, now step out here a little bit more. I want to shoot with the light. So, Stephen, you may need to rotate behind me. With things like this, it's just a matter of figuring out what you need to do. You probably won't have a film crew shooting you when you're doing this. Not that we have much of a film crew. It's Stephen. He's the whole film crew, audio, video, and all that good stuff. But with stuff like this, it's about letting for me, doing shoots like this, it's letting the subject do their thing, letting them work out. I get to see what they're doing. They're going to relax more and more. You can keep going. I'll just see what's going on. And it's just, it gives you a visual. You get better shots as they just look at that. I'm going to try doing that too. I'll probably work out with you for a little bit. So I have to compensate for my exposure. Hold it. Yeah, great. I'm going to need you to come in on Monday. I mean Saturday. This looks great. See, now that we're shooting into the light, can we move your hair? Yep, hold it, hold it. This is a plank. And that is just something else. I'm going to drop my ISO just to do it, which means I have to compensate. I went from 4,000 to 2,000. It's close to a stop, or there we go. I was at 500th of a second, going to go to 250th, and I should get the same results. All right, hold it. Should have the same results, and we do. Like the light a lot. Going to tweak that even more. Okay, go up with it. All right, now relax. I'm going to switch lenses again. I like switching lenses throughout a shoot. I've got all these lenses here for a reason, and I'm going to use them. So now I want to go from the 14 to 24. I've done a little bit with the 24 to 70. I want to break out the 70 to 200. See what we can get with this. The reason I'm keeping my back to the window is that the light is the best right here. This is where we have the best light. All right, so I switched to the 70 to 200, and I'm at 200 millimeters, and I'm at 200th of a second, and that's gonna, that's kind of at the edge of what they want you to do. You can do your thing, and sorry, I wasn't talking. That's at the edge of what you want to do. You want to make sure that your focal length and your shutter speed don't drop below each other, meaning if it's at 200 millimeters, you don't want to have slower than a 1/200th of a second. In this case, I have VR on. I can put the VR on, so it probably won't be an issue. So I'm going to try to find what I want to focus on here. Can you move your hair again? And I probably want to move into continuous focus at this point. Continuous focus. Bump my ISO back up a little bit. Tired?
Yeah, for a second.
Okay. I guess that's what happens when you work out.
It does.
All right, so just relax. Sit on the ball for a second. Yep, and we'll move this way. And I'm going to shimmy that. I'll relax into it. Boom. Now I want to actually get back into single focus. All right, lean in on your elbows. There you go. Let me check that. A little on the bright side, so I'm going to bump up my shutter speed now because that's what I want to compensate with, because I can shoot at 4,000 ISO without a problem. I'm actually going to drop to, I want to stay at 3.5. I'm going to go 500th of a second. Make sure I don't cut her. See, I almost shot this, but that would have cut her fingers off. That's a no-no. So what I'm doing is I'm coming a little bit wider. All right, that should be much better. All right, so now I'm a little too dark, so I'm going to go back down to 3/20th of a second. Or 2/50th, that should work. All right, lean in, let's see. Yeah, just keep your hands together, leaning in. There you go. Boom. This also gives Maria a chance to relax, which is always a good thing. I'm going to back up just a little bit more. All right, so I moved back a little further just to get a different angle. All right, here we go, Maria. Boom. Looks good. Let's see. Oh, God, nice eyes. Yeah. Now, I've got those punching bags in the background, which in this case, well, those punching men, which aren't really distracting because they're blown out, but that's not a bad thing to have. But I do like doing some of the tighter shots, but I like being more out at say, 200. So, Maria, can you roll back a little bit? Or stand up, roll back. Just keep going. I just want to take a look. Yeah, that should be good. Now, actually, go that way a little bit. And what just happened? Stephen, come back to me for a second. Maria went back a good 5-6 feet. The light is going to change between the 5 feet that she moved because of where she was brighter. Now she's going to be darker. My exposure probably isn't going to be the same. So what I'm going to do is take a shot just to show you at the same exposure what it was to see if it's still any good. Let's take a look. And it is a little dark. It's not terrible, especially shooting raw. We wouldn't have a problem doing that. So I'm going to go to 5,000 ISO. It looks good. Abs and core look really good, Maria. All right, lean in. I like that it's like a rough look. There you go. Boom. I like that. Looks really good. Let's see what this looks like. A wider shot. No, don't like the wider shot because this is what it looks like. It's probably too plain. Turn towards the mirror for me. 2 feet that way. That's it. Yeah, lean in, look right here. Boom. Now I'm just thinking, what can I do here? So I'm going to move a little bit. I'm going to start to move. Right there. Now I could always switch to the 200 to 400, but we'll do that a little later. Focus on the eye. Now, what I want to make sure are that the pictures that I'm taking in here are representative of a gym. She's wearing workout clothes. I'm watching my angles, almost cut off her fingers again, and I didn't want to do that. Let's see, what else do we have in here? All right, follow me around. Bring your chin and nose towards me a little bit. There you go. Boom. So these are going to help tell the overall story. That's really nice. Yeah, right there. There you go. Hold that. So I have to see if that bokeh, that bright white, is going to be a distraction. That's just for me. I see that off the side of her head. When I'm looking through, I see just a little bit of white peeking out, and you can see it in this shot. So I'm just going to use the back. I'm going to use her head to block it out. There you go. And this way, I don't have that distraction in the background. Boom. So you can see that these are nice, sharp, tight, really cool. Really cool. All right, let's get up towards this mirror because we have the mirror. We might as well try working with it. Let me see what lens I want to have on for you to do burpees with, though. Anybody who doesn't know what a burpee is, Maria's going to demonstrate. You ready? All right, go ahead. Demonstrate a quick burpee for us. Yeah, burpee. Yeah, those are fun. All right, I'm switching to the 14 to 24. We'll have her do that. Yes, this is a nice long 5-minute portrait. Oh, I like the way the hair is. Oh, no, do it. Put it in the thing. That's what I was saying. I like that. We need to get more portraits and stuff like that. Because I was going to do some, well, we've got what you're doing here. Hold it. Check my exposures real quick. Hold it, because we got the mirror. Yeah. I keep using the wrong button. They have more nipples on the back now, and I'm not using the proper nipples when I'm moving the focus points. I have to go up, hold it back. Exposure's terrible. I got to make a correction. Smile a little bit, like you're happy that you're working out. There you go. So that looks good. Right in the mirror. All right, so I'm gonna lock my focus in on Maria, but I'm at 200th of a second. That's probably not gonna freeze her jumping too well. I also have to know that she's gonna reach her legs out, so I need to move over here a little more. All right, give me one, go ahead. So if I want to freeze her in the air, 200th of a second probably isn't good enough because that's going to freeze, it's not freezing the hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump my shutter speed up to about 500th of a second, which should be good to freeze her, and my exposure should still be about right because we're getting closer to the window. So I'm going to also speed this up a little bit, going to continuous high. That's going to give me a chance to motor drive a little bit just to get some shots. So I'm going to lock, I'm pre-focusing on her abdomen area, just because she's not going to move out of that spot. All right, go ahead. Boom. So that's locked in, and that should have frozen her. Boom. The hair is frozen. She is frozen. I'm also contesting with the, I can see that the white balance changes. That's the one thing that I leave on auto, but it looks good. Huh?
Can I see it?
Sure. So let's do a few more, and I'll also switch to a tighter lens just so I can get some of that. So find the same spot. I'm going to zoom in a little bit this time, locking my focus. Go ahead. Boom. Yeah, go ahead. All right. Yeah, you can hold that. Why not? Boom. So that should still be good. I actually like that. Now, yeah, get into the plank, look into the mirror because you're checking your form. All right, you can relax, but I see something now. I want to switch to the 70 to 200 because I like how she's looking into the mirror, and that's going to give me a chance to get a tighter shot of her face and probably her face in the mirror as well. And also when she's jumping, I want to try to freeze her in the air vertically. I may want to use the 24 to 70 for that, but let me try this other looking into the mirror thing. So actually, yeah, all right, go ahead. Actually, that's cool. Look at me. Switching back into single. I'm definitely going to have to go to the 24 to 70. Definitely. All right, you can hold that. I'll try that other, actually. All right, while it's on, I'm going to do this. All the decisions you have to make when shooting. So what, looking into the mirror, like you're checking your form. And everything I'm trying to do here is tell a story. I'm trying to get the photo story in this. So there's the tighter shots, there's the wider shots, and they all go together. See, I don't like shooting right into the mirror because then it almost looks like I'm shooting her, but it's not going to be as sharp because the mirror, the reflection is never as good. Okay. Yeah, you're going to do all that stuff. Hold it. Boom. Hold. All right, count to 20 and hold it. No, I'm just kidding. How's that look? Does it feel good?
Feels good.
All right, let's see. Yep. Hold it. Hold it. All right. No, I just want to make sure that my angles are straight. So the background is like this. I mean, I'm at roughly 40 millimeters. I want to go to 2.8 to see if I can blow out the background more. So I was at 3.5, I go to 2.8, it's almost a full stop. So at 3/20th of a second, I can bump that up to say, let's go to, I think 500th should do it, should give us the proper exposure. Boom, and we should be right on. So I want to see how much the background actually changed. Yeah, it did, it changed. So I'm going to back up a little bit more, because the more that I back up and zoom in, the more I'm going to compress the background. That's what's going to happen as the background gets compressed. Okay, put my microphone back. I'm just shimmy cocoa wutting backwards. I have room to zoom in, which will give me the background blowing out more. All right, just hold that. All right, go ahead. All right, let's do some of the legs up again. All right. Didn't mean to take two there again, but we did. So this looks good. Nice workout, nice workout. Got slightly brighter, and it's not my fault. The light got brighter. What else? What other plank style workouts do you do? All right, but turn sideways towards me. Hold it. All right, this time make pretend I'm not here shooting you. So you're just here working out yourself. You're doing your thing. Just make sure my focus is tight where it needs to be. Yerp. All right, hold that. Look right here. Now I'm asking you to. Yeah? Boom. That looks good. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this 5-minute portrait. I know it's longer than 5 minutes, but we have to take a minute here to talk about the Fronos Photo Beginner Guide to Getting Out of Auto. If you like what you see that I am doing here, how I'm changing all my settings, how I understand the exposure triangle, if you're having trouble getting out of auto, or you don't know how to do those things and you want to take control of your camera and finally get out of auto, well, check out the Fronos Photo Beginner Guide to Getting Out of Auto. Just go ahead, click up on the screen right now, and you can see a free preview of that guide. So let's get back to shooting Maria. All right, let's do some more of those workout things that you were doing right there.
The other side. Other side?
Sure. No, I'm just trying to fill the frame as much as I can. So what I'm doing here is I'm zooming in as I'm shooting a little bit, because I want to get different angles each time, different framing. I don't crop, as most of you guys know, so what I do is I try to give myself the best selection of images. And in a situation, yeah, hold that. In a situation like this, I have the ability to take a shot wider, move into medium, and move in even tighter. Yet, here we go. I'm going to actually have you come sit over here. We're going to rotate, because I want to shoot a little lower into the light, but it shouldn't be that bad. I'm probably going to switch lenses. You can see there is so not as much light interface here. So it says that my lighting is right. Actually, it's not bad. It's very interesting with the glower, the glowy type stuff in the background. All right, so I'm going to have you work out there. I'm going to switch. I wouldn't normally do this, but since it's here, I'm going to break out the 200 to 400, which means I have to go to f4, which is fine because this background we're shooting at with isn't deep at all. And because this background isn't deep, we don't have to worry about blowing it out. So first things first, I am changing the lens, and yes, there is no lens on this, and I'm not afraid of dust getting into my camera. But with my black Rapid on and shooting with such a big lens, I'm not going to hang that around my waist, so unclip it. Line up the dots. Boom. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to keep VR on in this situation. Now, this is an f4. It's a straight f4, which means, that's good, we're going to do that stretching stuff too. It's a straight f4, which means it's not a 2.8, so I've got to compensate. I was at, what, 3.5 for the photos before? Right, at 2/50th of a second, 5,000 ISO, so we're losing a little bit of light there. I can just bump the ISO back up to 6,400. I can slow the shutter speed down a little bit. She's not going to be moving. I'm going to back up. This is a big-ass lens, and we're going to play around with it. I don't even know what this is going to look like because we're so far away. Holy Jesus. Woo. Hold that. The funny thing is I can hear the VR in this camera, in this lens. It sounds like it's a waterfall. So I have to go back even further. I mean, even at 200, I'm going to be on the other side of the gym, Steven. I'm going to be all the way down here. You can be wherever you need to be, but holy God, I probably wouldn't be doing this, but if I wanted to get a very intimate shot of her working out, wow, we're far away. I'm on the other side of the planet here. So let's take a look at that. Definitely not as sharp with this lens. I mean, that's what you're going to get. It's a $6,700 lens, and it's not as... Oh, hey. All right, I got to move this way. Keep doing that, Maria. Hold it. I'm going to actually turn off VR. Let's see if there's a difference. Because I am on a monopod. All right, hold it. Now there's two distractions creeping up. Steven, can you move the ball backwards that's right in front of you, please? Thank you. I noticed there were some distractions, and I also have, so I just keep moving myself. All right, hold it, eyes, hold the eyes. Boom. Good. Definitely not feeling this lens as much. Definitely in this situation. Well, part of it is the backlight. Keep doing that because I'm gonna keep switching, trying to find it because backlight wreaks havoc on shots like this. That's it. There you go. Look that way. But I like this background so much more than the other backgrounds. Yeah, hold that. See, now that I'm getting the light around her back a little bit, keep your, go ahead, where your eyes at? I can't really see. There you go. Look towards the wall like you were doing, yep, towards your hand. Keep your eyes like that. Hold it. This is, now I'm going to go all the way to 400 just to do it. I have to back all the way up to the other side of the gym. Hey, Steven! I'm all the way over here. All right. I'm just about 400. There you go. Hold that. You can look down towards your toe. That's really filling the frame. And I don't really particularly like that it's not sharp at all. So I'm going to strip. You're going to stay there. I'm going to go back to using a 70 to 200 because that is a much better option in my opinion. All right, so the 200 to 400 was fine, a little wider. It's not as easy to get great shots with it in my opinion. I'm going to switch back to the 70 to 200, which is going to, well, we know that's a sharp-ass lens. So I'm going to do that. Take this one off, take the back cap off. I'm going to go ahead and lock this back in. Put my black Rapid back on because now it's more manageable. And I'm also going to put the back cap, wherever it went, back on to the 200 to 400. But also what's cool is Maria's just She's doing her thing. She's stretching. And she's just doing what she normally does. Now that's great just to let the subject do whatever they normally do, and then you can just work around capturing images. Yes, they are candid, but yes, they have a slight tinge of setup going to it, because I say, hold that, I like that, look here, but that's how you get these shots. Straight up candid shots are great in certain situations, but in situations like this where I have the time, I can say, all right, hold that, I like that, go back to this, do that. So I'm going to switch to this lens. We're going to go back to those overarm lunge thing, the stretch like that, and I'm going to go from here, but I think that this lens is going to give me a much better capability of getting what I want. I'm also going to bump the ISO a little bit. I'm going to go to 8,000 to see what we have. All right. Boom. Don't need to go to 8,000. Definitely don't need to go to 8,000. Let's go down to 4,000 because I want to stay with this shutter speed. Hold it. Should be much nicer. That's nice. Bump my ISO just a little bit. Yep, go ahead. You were going to do whatever that thing is. All right, hold it. Keep your head. That was fine. Boom. All right, now you want to get into more of a pike position and do whatever kind of stretch you're going to do there. Reach down. Yeah, and I'm going to... That's a 14 to 24. We're probably going to turn away from the background to do some of those. But go like 5 feet that way and keep your feet towards me. Yeah, and then there you go. Because I want to try to get a different lighting setup here. All right, hold it. Boom, waiting for focus. Yeah, these are going to be good. We'll also try this again a different way because of the light. Hold it. I know it's probably hard to hold, but boom. All right, now I want to do some horizontals. Go ahead, try again. All right, I need to back up. I probably need to lay down. Steven, does my butt look good? Oh. All right, I'm going to rotate because I want the light coming in from the window. That's going to give me the best shots. And the background doesn't have to be that great because I'm tight on Maria here. So right over here, let's try this again. I've got to make sure my background's good. Keep your feet towards me. All right, go ahead. Now, I've got to compensate for the light. I also have to make sure I don't have something in the background. Again, go ahead. I'll show you guys the bad distractions in the background. All right, hold it. That thing right over the back of her head in the background. Yes, it's blown out, but I don't want that there, so I'm going to move myself. You can also see that the lighting is a hell of a lot better on this side. Shooting into the light, obviously, is not always recommended. Sometimes it gives you a good effect, but I like this. All right, go ahead. I got to back up a little bit. All right, yeah, all the way down. All right, how far down can you go? Oh no, you didn't. Can you look while you? Okay, now back. Let me take a look through. Nice. Let's see. All right, yeah, that looks good. All right, halfways like you were doing first. There you go, right there. All right, now reach your arms more forward. It makes the shoulders and everything more pronounced, all the muscles. There you go. Now go ahead further down if you can, if it doesn't. All right, good. Relax. Try some horizontals here. All right. Yep, partially up. Go ahead. We're going to do that again, but not as far down. So it's more relaxed. It's like the halfway one. Just like that. All right, let's see. I got that. So, all right, let me take a look. Got that. All right, look like you were just taking a look over there. Checking your form. Go ahead, further. Okay, come all the way down. There you go. I'm almost ready to switch to the 14 to 24. All right, you need a break, Maria?
Sure.
Or are you good?
I'm good.
All right, I'm going to switch to the 14 to 24, and you're going to do the other stretch that you were going to do. Okay. So now we switch to the 14 to 24. I've done the 70 to 200. I've done 24 to 70 a little bit. I may want to get back to that, but I want to do these ultra. What you were going to do? You were going to do some kind of straddle. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Inner thigh stretch.
Oh, right, and then you're going to look forward. Right. So I may need to get uber low. I'm going to get close, but I probably don't think this is the right lens for this, but this definitely isn't the right lens, but it looks good. All right. Make sure everything is straight one side to the other. Okay, double check everything. That looks good. Can you stretch to the front with your hands? Yeah. Is that normal? Mm-hmm. How far down can you go? Are you able to do that or no?
Right here.
Can you look up or no? Boom. Yeah, the smile's good. It's obviously straining. Yeah. All right, give me a nice smile. All right, relax. All right, I'm going to switch to the 24 to 70, and then we're going to switch to the last scene of what we're going to do. Oh yeah, we did do a bunch of these. Yep, hold that. Don't need to take that many pictures. Okay, look towards the window like you were doing, or the mirror. Hold that. I just saw something else. I know I keep changing lenses, but it's as I see these different shots, I don't want to sit there and crop after the fact because I'm going to lose so much quality. I want to have the best quality that I can. All right, look back towards the mirror. Yeah, hold that. Bring your eyes towards me just a little bit. That should be good. Yeah, that looks good. Let's get some of these in there. Eyes right here. Boom. Here's another thing. There's a light switch in the back, or a power plug, but it's out of focus. I just noticed it, so I don't want to have that in there. All right, so mixing these portraits in there always are good too. Right there. All right, towards the, there you go, right there, hold that. I like the way that the hair is. Bring your eyes slightly towards me, towards the center a little more. There you go. Now right at me. All right, let me double check. Boom, 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 boom. So these all cut in there well. knowing that it's a workout. Plus we have the nice catch lights coming in from the window. So now we're gonna have you start boxing that angry guy right there. So go ahead and grab your boxing gloves. This will be the last thing we do. So I'm just gonna have you just punching away. Did you just crack your back? All right. All right, go ahead, grab that thing. We'll get that going, and I'll talk to the camera right here while she's doing that. So, Maria's gonna put on the boxing gloves. She's gonna beat up that guy over there, and I'm just gonna focus on shooting these action shots without, well, I can't say without directing, because I'm probably gonna direct a little bit, but the things I have to remember here, she's gonna be moving faster. She's moving away from the light. You've got this right here. She's further away, I've got to compensate for that. I need a faster shutter speed if I want to try to freeze her getting some of that motion, or on the other hand, I could try to play with a slower shutter speed and get some motion in there. We'll see what happens. What else? That's really it. Continuous focus, we can shoot a little quicker this time, and that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to take it to 10,000 ISO for the fun of it. I'm going to go to f3.5, which is where I was at, and I'm going to take some test shots here, getting back into continuous focus with my group area AF, which is what they let me do. And then I just have to see what my shutter speed's gonna be, because 800th of a second probably isn't gonna cut it. Do you need help? You don't need help. Gotcha. 12,800, gonna go to 3.2. You good? All right, so now I've got a couple of those. Okay, I got to take a look. I got to make sure that focus looks good. Maybe I'll stand up. Okay. Yeah, where are you going to be? Right about there. Just moving this way. Oh, okay, here we go. Hold it. All right, go ahead. All right, now with my face right here. Right. So I need to stand up because the left hand was getting in the way for me, but go ahead. I don't know. I'm not used to getting beat up. Oh, this is good, this is good. I'm also gonna end up switching lenses. So I'll do a couple more like this. All right, good. I'm switching to the 14 to 24 because I want to get the whole scene in there, and then I'm going to switch to the 24 to 70, and then we'll probably be done. Yeah. I just see these images in my head, and that's what I want to try to capture. So we can try that too. I want to try to get right here. Yeah, this is going to be good. Hold on, I just want to check my exposure. I'm going to move this mat out because it was in my frame slightly. Nice. This is good. This is nice exposure. Go ahead. Let me move back into continuous. Sorry, back into single. Go ahead. Cool. All right, hold on. Probably don't need to be at 12,000 anymore. Let's go back to 8,000. Hold, hold, hold. I'm going to get closer with this lens. Hold it. I just want to check my exposure. Perfect. And 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Now let's give him a nice punchy McPuncherson. Yeah, we're going to do that. Hold on. I'm going to get back into continuous here. Continuous. Group area AF. And go. Go. Oh, shit. I'm almost getting hit with the left hook. I'm just double checking. I want to get my focus right. I'm going to go to 3.5. Actually, I'm going to go to f4 shooting this wide just so that I can get more leeway as she moves. Go back to 12,800. Let me just test, get a little closer. You're gonna beat them up. I'm gonna actually, yeah, that's gonna be better. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna switch my lenses again. Sorry, Steven. So this is what happens. I get into these shoots and you just start seeing things and you wanna keep shooting. The reason I'm going to f4 is I wanna try to give myself more leeway with my focus as she's moving. Okay. I didn't mean to do that, but. Okay. And go ahead. All right, let's do that kick again. Go ahead. And again. All right. Okay. Cool. That looks good. Let's do that again. Whoa! All right, let's see. All right, I need to move over this way. I'm going to go back into single focus because she's not stepping out of the way. Hold it. I need to lock my focus in. 3, 2, 1, go. One more, hold on. Lock it in. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, now we're just going to, this looks good. All right, I need you to, we're going to get the kick. You're going to try to jump as high as you can when you do it. Don't hurt yourself. Wait till I say go. We're going for as much air here as possible. 3, 2, 1, go.
I didn't kick him though.
All right, well, it's all right. Nobody knows in the photos that you didn't kick him, I don't think. Hold it, hold it, hold it. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. You missed again. One more time, and then we're going to move on. 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. All right. So that should be pretty cool. And I'll show you. See? What? You look angry?
That is awesome.
Let's do another. One more. So by me getting on a lower angle, that's going to make it look like she's up higher. That's what I have to do. So that's how we're going to get more air. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, good kick. That should be better. Yep. All right, let me get even lower. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that's too low for me. That's where an articulating screen would totally come in handy. Looks good though. Looks really good. I want to do it again. Get as low as I can. Last one, so make it good. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Steven. So there you guys have it. That is a photo shoot, just candids, shooting the D4s, 5-minute portrait. It literally was 5 minutes. I know it seemed like longer. It really wasn't. I rotated through all the lenses in my bag, talked through the settings that we used. Maria did a great job over there. Thank you, Maria. And we're going to see, well, you guys got to see the results the whole time. So that's what you got right there. That's a 5-minute portrait testing out the D4s and a bunch of different lenses that we had. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that 5-minute portrait, but I created another video for you guys, one where I go and I import the photos, then I rename the photos, select the ones that I'm going to edit, and then go ahead and edit all of them while letting you guys watch the screen flow in Lightroom, seeing how I make every change. I may not talk a ton in the video where I'm editing the photos, but I'm doing the edits as if I was just sitting here without you guys watching. So if you want to see everything that I'm doing, go ahead and click up on the screen right now. You can get taken right to that video to see how I edited every single one of these images. So right before we get out of here, please support the site. If you haven't checked out the Phronos Photo Beginner Guide to Getting Out of Auto or the Phronos Photo Guide to Flash Photography, you can do so. Go ahead and click anywhere where that's showing up, and that helps us keep making these free videos for you guys. So there you have it. Jared pulling PhronosPhoto.com.